Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. I'm Steven, and tonight, whenever the heck you're watching this, we are getting into Hotel Tango Rye Whiskey. So, Hotel Tango Rye Whiskey. What the heck is this? First things first, Hotel Tango as a company is a veteran-owned, veteran-operated distillery, which I think is fantastic because me, myself being a military man, I love seeing just veteran-owned and operated companies, and I love supporting those. And also, they took that branding to heart, as in they made the bottle look like a freaking MRE bottle. It's a whiskey to drink, rye whiskey to drink MRE type design, and I freaking love that. It's super cool. Full disclosure though, before I get into reviewing this bottle was sent to me by Hotel Tango, but in no way, shape, or form is that going to interfere with my ability to grade it. I'm just going to be honest with what I think about this whiskey, which honestly, even though, it has their label on it, it's MGP rye whiskey. So I'm 95% sure it's going to be great anyways. So yeah, let's get into the bottle. MGP rye whiskey, just like I said, it is 2-year-old MGP rye whiskey at around $45. That is 50% ABV. And that's honestly kind of I would say that's like the market usual price for MGP rye whiskey at like around 50% ABV, around $40, $45. So I'm expecting this to just be normal MGP rye whiskey. That's fantastic. 95.5 type rye. I don't know if that is this specific rye that's in there. It doesn't have anything in regards to what mash bill they use, but it does say on the back here, which is one thing I absolutely greatly appreciate, because so many places source whiskey. That's a very typical thing, but they don't usually say who they source it from or what, whereas this bottle clearly states distilled by MGP, Lawrenceburg, Indiana, which is fantastic. I love a company that's going to acknowledge where they're sourcing their whiskey from specifically, but is this really any good? I'm curious to see what it is, because I love veteran-owned operated companies. I love MGP rye, so theoretically this could be the perfect rye whiskey for me, but there's only one way to find out, so let's go ahead and get on the nose. Yep, MGP rye whiskey. Oh, it's minty, super duper minty. Little bit of like an herbal dill, almost like black tea. Nice little bit of citrus, like a lemon, lime, grapefruit going on. More of that grapefruit, definitely more of like a grapefruit with like brown sugar on it. It's very light, vibrant, like zesty, like a nice like lemon zest, or when you're making a old fashioned, you take that orange and you like express the juices. It's just very bright, minty, herbal. MGP rye. I don't know the specific mash bill they use, but this smells like just good 95.5 rye, which is impressive. Like, it's 2 years, it's aged 2 years old, and the way it smells about 2 years old, but it's very bright, light, vibrant, exciting. You can definitely tell there's a little bit of youthfulness in there, but still, it's not really a problem for me. It's very minty and grapefruit. Dill, black tea. That minty and grapefruit note are just exploding out with a nice little bit of like a vanilla brown sugar sweetness. Let's go ahead and get on the palate. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, first whiskey of the day. 100 proof. A little bit much. But that was really good. Super heavy on the grapefruit on the palate still. Vanilla. Definitely minty, like it's spearminty. Yeah. Very nice little like zing of like black pepper, tea, minty. and then finishes like very grapefruit, and then it ends in like a little like brown sugar sweetness as it trails off. Finishes for about a moderate time. Not too long, but not too short. Just like the right amount. Honestly, I like this. No surprise here though. Like, if we're gonna be honest, I'm a huge sucker for MGP Rye. And with this being a veteran-owned company, and you know, the cool branding on this bottle, like, we all knew I was probably gonna like it. Because, you know, even if you don't want like bottle branding to like sway your opinion of a bottle or not, it usually does. And so what I will say is damn good MGP Rye whiskey. $45, I would say it's a little bit on the pricier side for this. I would love to see this around $40, but I could care less. This is just great crushable rye whiskey. So ooh. If you're someone who's a huge fan of rye whiskey and you want like kind of like a daily drinker rye, I think this is right up there with all my other daily drinker ryes, like the whole Redwood Empire, Emerald Giant, you know, High West Double Rye. I know those are all around like $35-$40, so it's a little bit more expensive with that than those, but this is also a higher ABV than those, and I think it brings a serious kick to the table that is fantastic. I would love to see this against those to kind of see where it actually lies, but I would say this fits in the same category as like a daily drinker type rye, and I think it's really good. If you're looking for another daily drinker or you're just a huge rye fan, I would definitely say this is worth picking up for sure, hands down without hesitation, especially with the dope branding. But I mean, also, you know me, I'm a sucker for that type stuff, so that could just be me. But that's a wrap for this video. Please let me know what you guys thought about my review of this. If you've had this bottle before, let me know what you guys think about it. I think it's just, you know, even though it's just a stereotypical MGP rye, I think it is a really well done version of that. Also, please do me a favor, like and subscribe. We appreciate that so much. Also, check out the Instagram, Facebook, and the Patreon. The link for that is all down there below. That's gonna be a wrap for this video, folks. Cheers, y'all. We'll see you later.